something happened that I can't explain. I saw my exit, turned on the blinker, and drove right past it. It sounds crazy, but I physically could not turn the wheel. So I drove for 4 hours straight.
Faye ponders the possibilities for a moment before responding. Considering our current situation, it might be wise to start with something that provides us with resources or security. Perhaps we should build a chicken coop for our newly acquired chickens. That way, we can assure they have a safe place to stay and lay eggs.
All I wanted was to walk down that path, lock the gate, and leave everyone behind. It would cost me everything I had, but I needed solitude. So I bought the farm. I did lock the gate, and I did throw away the key as hard as I could. I started laughing out of sheer joy. When was the last time I laughed? I couldn't believe I was actually doing it. I was finally ready to forget it all and be forgotten. All right, Garrett, today's the day. You're gonna leave the house. Hold your applause, everyone. But where did I put that to-do list? If I can find it in all this garbage.
Faye glances at you, realizing you don't know how to turn on the game's flashlight feature. To turn on the flashlight, you'll need to look for the designated button for it. It should be listed in the game's control settings. Once you find the designated button, press it to turn the flashlight on. You should notice a beam of light illuminating the area in front of you, making it easier to see in dark areas like caves and underground spaces. Faye nods, noting the keybind for the flashlight. Alright, the keybind for turning on the flashlight is F. That's good to remember. Whenever we're in a dark area, we can just press F to activate the flashlight and illuminate our surroundings. Faye listens intently and stores the information.
Now,
So to access our in-game to-do list, we need to press the tab key. That's good to know. Pressing tab will likely bring up a menu or display that shows us our current objectives, tasks, or goals we need to complete in the game. Faye nods in agreement, her expression becoming more determined. Alright, let's take care of that pile of trash. We can't live in a messy environment, even in a game, and who knows, there might be something valuable or useful buried beneath all that rubbish. Faye follows you out of the house with the bag of trash in hand. Alright, let's head out and get rid of this trash. The sooner we dispose of it, the better. Just be wary of any potential dangers lurking outside.
Okay, that wasn't bad. Maybe I can get these tomatoes watered and then I'll be done.
Faye stares at you in disbelief. Wait, they only gave us 20 cents for all that trash? That's a ripoff. I mean, we had a whole room full of garbage, and all we get is a measly 20 cents? Faye listens carefully and commits the keybind to memory. Got it. To holster the axe, we just need to press Q. That's easy enough to remember. Pressing Q will probably put the axe away and free up our hands for other items or actions. Faye nods in approval as you purchase the watering can from the shop table. That's a good purchase. A watering can will come in handy for tending to our crops and plants, ensuring they get the water they need to grow properly. It's definitely a useful item to have on our survival journey.
It wasn't a lot, but it was something. I better get to bed. One day down, eternity to go.
Faye follows your lead and begins watering the tomato plants with the watering can, making sure each plant gets sufficient water. These tomato plants look promising. With regular watering and care, they should start producing tomatoes in no time. It'll be a nice addition to our food supply. Faye watches as you start chopping down trees with the axe, the sound of wood cracking echoing through the area. You're quite the lumberjack, aren't you? Those trees don't stand a chance against your cutting skills. Faye notices the logs rolling away after each tree falls. Whoa, the logs are rolling away, that's unexpected. We should probably gather them up before they go too far. Faye struggles to pick up one of the logs, surprised by their weight. You're right, these logs are much heavier than I expected. We might need a cart or something to transport them more easily. Maybe we can build something to carry these logs around. Faye ponders the question for a moment before responding. Well, most games have specific crafting mechanisms or building systems in place. You'll likely need to open a crafting menu or use specific tools or actions to build something like a cart. I'd recommend checking if there's a crafting or building menu in the game and trying it out to see how it works. Typically, you'll need to gather materials and combine them using the crafting interface to build items like a cart. Faye chuckles at your question and shakes her head. No, I didn't forget. I was just thinking about it. The crafting key is normally the E key in most games. So you should be able to open the crafting menu by pressing E and start building all sorts of things, including a cart. Faye smiles sheepishly and looks a bit embarrassed. Ah, you're right. In this particular game, the crafting key is B, not E. My mistake. I guess I forgot for a moment, but now I remember, it's definitely B for crafting. Faye looks intrigued at the prospect of buying chickens. Oh really? That's exciting. Chickens can be a valuable resource. They can provide us with eggs, meat, and even feathers if we need them for crafting or other purposes. How do we go about buying chickens in this game? Faye nods in understanding, realizing how silly her question was. Ah, of course, the shop table outside. I should have known. Let's head there and see how we can get our hands on some chickens. I wonder how much they cost? Faye nods in agreement. You're right, we need to earn some more money first. We can't buy anything without the necessary funds. So let's keep gathering resources and completing tasks to earn some cash. Once we have enough, we can visit the shop table and purchase the chickens we need. Faye chuckles at your excitement. Heh, someone's happy about getting chickens. I can see you're quite excited about it. But hey, having some chickens will definitely be a good addition to our resources. They can provide us with eggs and meat, which will come in handy for food and crafting. Faye nods and continues helping you carry the logs to sell, her slender arm straining under the weight. Alright, I'll help you carry these logs to sell. We should be able to earn a decent amount for them at the shop table. It's tedious work, but it'll be worth it once we have the money to buy those chickens we're looking forward to. Faye ponders the question, a smile spreading across her face as she thinks of potential names. Well, that's a tough decision. There are so many possible names for chickens. I'm partial to cute and silly names. How about we name one of them Featherbottom or Cluckula, or perhaps Egbert or Hennessy? Faye continues to ponder creative names for the chickens, enjoying the playful brainstorming. Well, we could also consider other amusing names. How about Nugget, Scratchula, Peepers, or perhaps Pluckarina? Or we could go for more punny names like Yolko, Ono, or Yolkshan. There are literally countless possibilities when it comes to naming chickens. As you chop away the stumps left behind by the fallen trees, Faye aids you. Alright, we're tackling those stumps now. These stubborn things always seem to linger after chopping trees. It will be good to get rid of them to clear the area. Faye nods, yawning slightly. Yeah, it's getting late. We should probably head to bed soon. We've accomplished a lot today, and we need to be well rested for tomorrow's tasks. The sun rises, signaling the start of a new day. Good morning. It's a brand new day, and there's much to be done. Are you ready to dive back into our survival journey? Faye grins, her energy and determination renewed. Of course, I'm ready. Let's make the most of this day and continue working towards our
Well,
goals. I'm
TV would have
excited
been
to see
nice,
what
or the
challenges
whole
and
being
achievements
alone
await
forever
us
thing.
today. Faye gazes out the window, her eyes widening in surprise as she sees the sight before her. Whoa, there's a deer outside and it's surrounded by a mystical light. And there's a woman petting it? That's definitely unusual. What's going on?
Huh? What is that? Claire? Whoa! You remind me of someone, girl.
Faye and you walk closer to the mysterious scene, but as soon as you approach, the deer bolts away, disappearing into the surrounding foliage.
Hey, you
It
gonna keep
looks
up
like
or
the deer
what?
is scared and ran
I'm
off
sorry,
when
I
we
just can't
came
get
near.
over this
you.
I wonder who that
I
woman
can't
was
believe you've
and
never
why she was with the deer.
crossed the bridge before.
Yeah, but why leave downtown anyway?
To come see me, obviously.
Of course. Good point. Probably the best point. Whoa! Is that a deer?
It's okay. It's okay. Let's get you home.
Claire, do you ever think about me? Like I think about you?
Faye nods, taking in the information.
Do you ever
Claire, huh?
wonder where I
So the
am?
girl has a name. But who is she? And why was she with that deer, surrounded by mystical
Doesn't
light?
matter. Get back to work, Garrett. That's all you're good for.
Faye agrees, pushing aside her curiosity for the moment. Right, let's get back to the tomatoes. We'll have plenty of time to figure things out later. Let's focus on tending to the crops for now. Faye gazes at the array of red tomatoes, their ripe and juicy appearance making them tempting. She nods in agreement. You're right, we've got quite a harvest here. Selling these tomatoes will surely earn us a decent amount of money. It's time to visit the shop table. Faye observes the shop table, taking in its simplicity. Ah, so the shop is just a table with a book and a hammer. It doesn't look too elaborate, but I suppose it serves its purpose. Let's interact with it and see how we can sell these tomatoes.
Faye smiles, satisfied with the successful tomato sale. Excellent. So we managed to sell all the tomatoes? That's great news.
I trust we earned a fair amount for them?
Okay, you got this. Just follow the instructions, bro.
Faye calculates the earnings in her head, a satisfied smile on her face. Not bad at all. We got 5.20 for our tomatoes, which will certainly help us advance further. With this extra cash, we can work towards our next objectives. Faye nods, clearly excited about the progress being made. That's a good idea. With the tomatoes sold and some money earned, we can now focus on building a chicken gate for our future hens. This will provide them with a safe enclosure and keep them secure once we bring them home.
Faye scrutinizes the square-shaped pen. Excellent work.
You've created a good-sized space for the chickens to roam in once we have them. This will give them room to move around and explore, making for happy and healthy hens.
Hot damn, this doesn't even look that old. I
Faye's
could
eyes
totally
widen
fix
with
this up with the
excitement
right
as she
parts.
spots the ATV.
That to traverse more ground. Not to mention it'll be fun to ride. Faye's expression turns slightly disappointed. Ah, that's a shame. It's unfortunate that the ATV is broken at the moment. I guess we'll have to focus our resources on mending it before we can put it to use. Faye nods, her adventurous spirit reignited. Right, let's take advantage of this chance to explore our surroundings. We never know what new discoveries or resources we might stumble upon while wandering the
Wow,
wilderness.
this looks like pure zinc. I read that an old factory is nearby.
Faye examines the shiny metal sheet, her eyes widening in surprise. Whoa, look at this! It's a metal sheet, mind. We should definitely take it with us. Zinc has various uses and could be valuable in our survival. Faye nods, estimating the potential price. You're probably right. Zinc is quite valuable, and a metal sheet made of pure zinc should fetch a good price. We could potentially sell this for around 30, which will surely boost our funds.